Few trivia champions have captivated audiences like Ken Jennings. After rising from obscurity and achieving a record-breaking Jeopardy winning streak, he became a household name almost overnight. But what happened when the games ended and the spotlight intensified? Behind his celebrated intelligence lies a more complicated journey shaped by media pressure, personal challenges, controversy, and unexpected career changes. From legendary contestant to television host, Ken's story is about much more than answering questions. It's a remarkable tale of fame, setbacks, and reinvention. Ken Jennings' rise to fame began in the most unlikely way, a quiet trivia enthusiast from Salt Lake City who captured lightning in a bottle on national television. When he first appeared on Jeopardy! In 2004, no one anticipated what would follow. Over 75 consecutive wins, Jennings shattered previous records and became a sensation overnight. His run amassed $2,600,000 in winnings, catapulting him from everyday life into pop culture stardom. What made Jennings stand out was the combination of intelligence and affability. Viewers saw a relatable prodigy, not just a robotic contestant. The formula for his success was as much about strategy as it was knowledge. Jennings carefully managed his wagers and board selections, often taking calculated risks that paid off handsomely. His calm demeanor and ability to stay focused under pressure impressed not only audiences, but also fellow contestants. As his streak grew, so did the anticipation surrounding each appearance, turning the show into must-watch television. Despite relentless spotlight, Jennings remained grounded. He spoke modestly about his achievements, often attributing his success to hard work and passion for trivia rather than natural talent alone. This humility endeared him further to fans who saw him as an approachable intellectual. His rise created a new dynamic for Jeopardy! As a cultural phenomenon, turning a standard game show into a national talking point overnight. The streak came to an end at 75 wins, a record that remains unbeaten. Yet even in his final game, Jennings maintained composure and sportsmanship. His performance redefined what many thought possible in the world of trivia competitions. Jennings became a benchmark for future contestants, inspiring a new generation of quiz enthusiasts. The glow of victory, however, came with its own challenges. Overnight fame and relentless attention forced Jennings to adjust to life under public scrutiny. The expectations placed on him were high, and every step he took was watched closely. It was clear that his journey was only beginning. Following his unprecedented run, Ken Jennings was thrust into a level of fame that very few game show contestants ever touch. Media outlets chased him for interviews, profiles, and appearances, and he became a household name almost overnight. That kind of attention moved his life in ways he hadn't expected, bringing exciting opportunities, but also unplanned scrutiny. Television producers and late-night talk shows invited him on as a guest, which raised his profile far past the usual Jeopardy! Bubble. Suddenly, every word he said or every small action he took could get magnified or misread. Social media was just starting to show up around that time, and fans quickly picked Jennings as someone to admire and also to argue about. He became the topic of forums, fan sites, and endless online conversations, where people dissected not only his gameplay, but also his personality. The media also leaned harder into his personal life. His upbringing, his education at the University of Washington, and even his interests outside trivia became stuff that lots of outlets covered. None of that felt normal or familiar terrain for Jennings, because before this, he'd basically lived a pretty private life. He was stuck in this balancing act, being a public figure while also trying to keep his own space. Even with these pressures, Jennings managed the attention with calm, often expressing gratitude for the chances his fame handed him while staying aware of what his image meant as a representative of intellectual achievement. After the whirlwind of his record-breaking run and intense media exposure, Jennings was faced with the challenge of carving out a sustainable career beyond the quiz show stage. He ventured into writing, authoring books about trivia, knowledge, and his experiences. His debut book, Brainiac, offered a deep dive into quiz culture and his personal story. Writing gave him a platform to connect with fans on a different level, allowing him to reflect thoughtfully rather than reactively. Alongside writing, Jennings explored roles in digital media and trivia-related projects. He contributed to websites, hosted podcasts, and participated in online trivia communities. These ventures kept him engaged with like-minded audiences and provided a degree of professional autonomy. The internet offered flexible opportunities that aligned with his passion, contrasting with the rigid schedules of television production. Despite these efforts, Jennings was candid about the challenges inherent in maintaining relevance. The niche nature of trivia fame meant limited mainstream opportunities compared to other celebrities. Furthermore, he often faced the public's expectation to constantly perform or outdo his past achievements. His post-streak years were marked by a balance of opportunity and restraint, as he learned to navigate fame's complexities while staying true to himself. After years of building a multifaceted career, Ken Jennings made a notable return to the Jeopardy world, but this time in a very different capacity. Rather than competing, he emerged as a valued presence behind the scenes and ultimately in front of the camera as a guest host. His return was welcomed warmly by fans who had followed his journey from contestant to media personality. Jennings' deep knowledge of the game, paired with his relatable nature, made him a natural fit for hosting duties. He demonstrated a genuine respect for the show's traditions while bringing his own charm and wit. Jennings was part of a broader search for a permanent host after the passing of Alex Trebek, a revered figure who had shaped Jeopardy. For decades, the show faced an uncertain future, and Jennings' involvement signaled a potential bridge between its storied past and what came next. While not immediately named permanent host, Jennings served as a guest host over multiple episodes and special tournaments, showing versatility and professionalism. His hosting style reflected a blend of humility and enthusiasm, qualities nurtured by his own rise through the game's ranks. Beyond the screen, Jennings also contributed to Jeopardy's ongoing development, offering insights on question selection, contestant dynamics, and show pacing. His role evolved into that of an ambassador for the brand, helping maintain the show's relevance in an era of changing media consumption. This reinvention demonstrated maturity and vision. The renewed connection also rekindled public interest in both Jennings and Jeopardy itself, generating buzz and helping stabilize the show during a transitional period. His journey from champion to host represented a full-circle moment, symbolizing growth and persistence. In late 2023, Jennings was officially named the sole permanent host of Jeopardy, a decision that solidified his place in the show's history and ended months of speculation that had dominated entertainment headlines. A transition period that echoed broader conversations in 2024 and 2025 about legacy media institutions finding new leadership. From The Tonight Show to long-running game shows navigating the post-pandemic landscape. While Jennings' public persona often emphasizes intellect and composure, his private life has included moments of struggle and self-reflection that have deeply influenced his journey. Navigating sudden fame, career shifts, and evolving roles brought pressures that tested his resilience. The relentless scrutiny created a degree of stress that few inside the game show world had previously experienced at his level. He has spoken openly about the importance of maintaining boundaries and prioritizing mental health, a conversation uncommon among contestants until recent years. Jennings also had to come to terms with the idea that his identity could not be solely defined by quizzing achievements. This realization required growth and re-evaluation of purpose beyond the game. Relationships played a critical role in his personal development. Support from family and close friends acted as an anchor amid the fluctuations of fame. Jennings has highlighted how these bonds provided perspective and grounded him during challenging times. Additionally, Jennings encountered moments of public misinterpretation or criticism that prompted introspection. Handling backlash or misunderstandings required patience and maturity. Instead of retreating, he often responded with thoughtful communication, turning adversity into an opportunity for dialogue and learning. Ken Jennings' influence extends well beyond his Jeopardy wins and hosting duties. He has fundamentally reshaped how trivia is perceived and celebrated in popular culture. His unprecedented success helped elevate game shows from simple entertainment to respected intellectual pursuits. His story triggered a surge of interest in trivia competitions across the globe, sparking a renaissance of quiz-based formats on television and online. Inspired by Jennings, new trivia leagues, apps, and social media communities blossomed, attracting diverse audiences hungry for mental challenges and connection. Jennings became a symbol of accessible intelligence, demonstrating that knowledge could be both admirable and fun. His approachable demeanor helped dismantle stereotypes about trivia being elitist or niche. He also pioneered the role of the trivia expert as a modern celebrity, blending erudition with relatability. Jennings showed that intellectual achievement need not be separated from humor, personality, and cultural savvy. His contributions include popularizing a new vocabulary around trivia, from strategic gameplay to statistical analysis. By discussing his methods and thought processes publicly, Jennings offered a window into the skill and preparation behind successful quizzing. Jennings' impact is evident in educational spheres as well, where his advocacy for curiosity-driven learning has influenced pedagogy and public initiatives. He has participated in and promoted programs emphasizing lifelong learning and critical thinking. This intersection of entertainment and education highlights the power of trivia beyond mere pastime. Moreover, Jennings' presence in media helped bridge generations, connecting fans who grew up with traditional quiz shows to younger audiences consuming trivia digitally. This continuity reinforced trivia's place in popular culture as a unifying and enduring form of entertainment. Ken Jennings keeps evolving his role in trivia and entertainment, embracing new openings that build on his rare mix of brainpower and media charm. Outside Jeopardy, he stays in motion with knowledge-heavy projects, like hosting podcasts and joining educational efforts. Jennings leans on these outlets to add more touchpoints for learning and curiosity, shaping a legacy that goes past his game show days. His involvement with tech-minded trivia and quiz formats shows how adaptable he is, especially as media keeps shifting. When he hops onto digital platforms or uses apps, he pulls in younger crowds and a wider variety of people. Jennings has also shown a serious commitment to nurturing new talent inside the Jeopardy community and the wider trivia world. He mentors people who are about to step into the spotlight and pushes for more participation from different backgrounds, so the whole tradition of head-to-head quizzing stays welcoming and energetic. Outside the public spotlight, Jennings still stays aware of balancing what he does professionally with personal growth. His experience dealing with fame and handling career shifts has given him a careful mindset about work-life balance. Meanwhile, Jennings keeps championing that intellectual curiosity is a core vital piece of culture and society. Through speeches, writings, and media work, he pushes for a world where knowledge is celebrated and easy to reach. That outlook inspires fans, students, and trivia enthusiasts alike to take learning as a lifelong adventure. Ken Jennings' story is one of talent, resilience, and transformation, from record-breaking champion to influential host and cultural figure. His journey teaches us that behind every victory lies complexity and growth. If you enjoyed uncovering what really happened to Ken Jennings, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating stories like his.